we have a whole PowerPoint slide. We have a whole PowerPoint slide. First question of the day. How is it to live with that much cool? First of all, I think that's very nice of you to actually say that I am cool. However, we all know that that's a damn lie, and I am not that cool. How is it to live like this? Man, I'm out of shape. I'm out of breath all the time. Does that count? I got bad eyesight, but not as bad as my girlfriend. I haven't read a book in about a year. My truck always has to be fixed because I think there's something wrong with it. Oh, my bad, Nick. When he said that much cool, he meant like now that I'm living with Laura, how is it? How is it living with her? Because she is so cool. She steals all my food. She eats all of my food. We sleep in the same bed, and she's always on my side. She asks 20 questions the minute I walk in the door. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Move on. Next question. Are you still dating your sister? Slash girl's friend slash home girl. This one comes in from Frankie. Guys, backstory. I think it was like January, Laura came in on stream. Like, I made her play, I don't know if it was Call of Duty or Dead by Daylight. Anyway, she played on stream one day. I only had like 5 people in chat, and I was pretty close with all of them. Like, they had been to this stream dozens of times, so they knew all about me and knew all about Laura and stuff like that. And one of them was new, and they said, "Oh, is that your sister?" And I was like, no, that is not my sister. And then, without skipping a beat, they said, "Oh, I got you. That's your stepsister." And I was like, no, stop it. What are you doing? So that's legitimately just how that started. It was this ongoing joke that Laura was my stepsister. Yeah, we're still with her. The great thing about Laura is like we do things together all the time, guys. Like this is here. I put up a recent picture of us. This is us just recently. We were celebrating Obama. Real picture though. We were campaigning. I think Obama was there. We look alike? What do you mean we look alike? First of all, she's like this tall. Like if she's like this tall. She's like this, and she doesn't have a beard. And I got a bigger nose. And she's like greenish olive skin. Green skin? I didn't mean green. I meant like olive colored skin, man. And I'm like very pink. I'm a pink person. Kamar asks, what is your reaction when you get a hate comment? This is my reaction. Ah! But let's be real. Yeah, it gets to you sometimes, but like you have to have the opinion and the thought that like that person's only hating on you because they're not happy with their life. If they look at me and they hate on me, like I'm winning because I'm doing something right. So yeah, it gets to you sometimes, but man, like the amount of people that comment nice things and comment like they enjoy the content, or they come into the live streams and they say that like, hey man, I really appreciate you. You make me smile. Like that makes everything I do worth it. You feel me? Like the small amount of times people are dickheads. It is what it is, y'all. Okay, let's move on. Next question. What is my favorite game? I would say, it's really hard to say, y'all. Y'all remember SSX Tricky? SSX Tricky was kind of dope. That might be in the running for like my favorite game of all time. But like also like Fallout New Vegas. It's not on here. There it is. Fallout New Vegas. That might be one of my favorite games. I'll tell you what, one game I did not get into enough, I wish I did, was Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you're noticing, a lot of these, man, are like single player, solo player games. But also like ever since the Battle Royale has become a thing, man, I am head over foot, head over foot into Battle Royales. I'm really looking forward to it. I think Halo's gonna have Battle Royale. I don't think Battlefield will. But obviously Call of Duty will. Like, there are so many good games. Also, dude, would y'all watch if I got Riders Republic? It kind of reminds me of like SSX Tricky, dude. You got boats. That's a bike. Bikes, air suits, more bikes, snowboards, skis. There's like jetpacks and stuff. So for anyone asking, why am I not streaming on Twitch anymore? I wasn't growing. In May of last year, I was averaging like 18 people watching per stream, and it was awesome. It was like I was growing super fast, and it was fantastic. And then June hit, and July hit, and I just kept dipping and dipping. And so there was a while where I was having like 4 people per stream, and it sucked. Like, just to be completely realistic, it sucked, right? And then YouTube Shorts really picked up for me, and my following went from, at the beginning of this year, less than 100 followers, and now we're almost up to 50,000 on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? I'm not making a ton of money from Twitch anyway, right? Like, they're taking half of everything that I get. Like, and it's just not, like, and I'm not trying to make money right now. I'm trying to build as big as I can, and then like bring sponsors in and make money from them, right? So the point I'm trying to make is, like, if my audience comes in here, like, and we've already seen this happen a bunch in chat already. People pop in and say, hey man, love the shorts. Like, that's great, that's awesome. That is path of least resistance. They see the shorts, they see them live, they pop into chat. Ultimately, having a live stream is probably the big end goal for me. I mean, like, there are other big goals. Like, I want to have a website, and I want to have like content centered around how to get better at these games, and like where social media is going, and you know, all of these things, right? So path of least resistance, step 1 is we got to get people into the YouTube, and I'm growing YouTube, and I think YouTube is a sleeper of a giant in live streaming space. So when this thing really takes off in a year, like YouTube, I will be ahead of the curve, and that's why. And that's why, in all honesty, I just think we are on the forefront with YouTube. If any small creator keeps with it, I think YouTube is the way to go. Okay, do you love me? He put a frowny face too. Yeah, Luffy, you one of the homies. But for the FBI listening, this is simply like, he a homie, he cool dude. Damn. All right. If paper comes from trees and trees are brown, did the tree have an affair with a white tree? Because paper is white. What's under tree bark? Look, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not a doctor of trees, man. I'm not a tree doctor. It's white. How is paper made? Ah, here we go. Here you go, Ant. Pine tree thinnings. This is simple process, Ant. Obviously, everybody knows this. I'm embarrassed that I have to explain this whole process to you, because it's such simple work. Next question. How long have I been in the social media game? All right, we got 3 questions actually, kind of back to back. A little more to backs. Okay, how long have I been in the social media game? How old were you when I started making content? And who/what motivated you to start making content? How old was I last year? How old am I now? Pull up my driver's license. Okay, I was 27 last year. Guys, this channel is only 1 year old. This channel is only 1 year old. I started creating content last year in July. And it's kind of funny. I remember thinking, like, right away, like, my content's awesome. I'm kicking ass. I just need to get the viewers on me. I've since gone back and looked at my content. It was so bad. Like, even now, I started in January. So I started making content in like July, August, whatever. I think August would be like the official first start. And I moved in, and I was like, December, finally started getting some traction. I started the year though, January 1st, 2021, less than 2,000 followers on TikTok. Everywhere combined, right? I think I had less than 300 on Instagram. It's a whole thing. And you know, we've since grown to over 100,000 followers on TikTok, almost 50,000 on YouTube, 500 on Instagram. Instagram is really hard to grow on. Oh, and I think we're up to 13. Just 13 flat on Facebook. So, whew. Anyway, okay, so what motivated me to start making content? Man, dude, I used to do improv comedy for like 5 whole years, and when the pandemic started, all the theaters shut down, and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, well, shoot, this sucks. So I needed an outlet. It was great to take some time off. But yeah, I just started making content, man, and that's the whole thing. So I needed a creative outlet, and I've always thought of these stupid ideas, and I just started putting them together, and I fell in love with it. Honestly, I like making the stupid edits more than I do other sorts of content, like these live streams almost, you know? Like, live streams are great, don't get me wrong, but like when an edit comes together, man, oof, it pops. But also, do you guys know what Vine is? Do you guys know what Vine is? Does anyone? And like, what about Twitter? I'm at just 100 on Twitter, 125 followers. I'm not very, like, Twitter's also super hard to grow. Platforms that it's hard to grow on, for me at least, I would say Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. The pandemic was the one thing that I needed to happen that kind of made me do that. A lot of these questions are kind of funny, man, but that was kind of like sincere and from the heart. So hopefully y'all, if y'all have any questions about creating content, man, like, I've been wanting to do this and I just didn't realize that like this was a job. Okay, next question. Who is your favorite Halo character? It can't be Master Chief or Johnson. Okay, this is my favorite Halo character, y'all. That thing right there. That's the one. That's the one. I got a question. Imagine if humans found a way to gain immortality. Would you want it, and why? Man, so that is a great question. And I guess like it depends if I can stay young, or if I'm just like old and decrepit and like kept in a bed, then maybe I don't want it. Like, oh, I'm living forever, but I'm just like shriveling away, but I just won't die. But if I could like be young and like feel like I do now, I feel like an old man now, but if I could do that, I think I would. This is the last pre-prepared question. Would you consider being my heterosexual life mate? Goose, yeah, dude, I'd be down for that, my guy. Of course. I'd have to add you to a list. A lot of people have asked, so I'd have to add you to the list. So and the great thing is I have this like whole list of like people I'd be heterosexual partners with, you know, like, okay, so, you know, Chase, Pete, Lyle, Roger, Steven, two Stevens, Pedro Garcia. Yep. There we go. Yep. There we go. There you go. Yep. You've been added to the list. Hopefully that works out for you, Goose, because like I said, there's quite a big waiting list there.